Please make sure you've listened to pelvic floor rhythms before participating in this audio. It'll make a lot more sense if you do. So come into a comfortable seated or resting back position, allowing your spine to lengthen and relax, and your eyes to either soften to half closed or closing completely, allowing your awareness and your attention to gently draw inward, leaving everything else that is significant and of concern to you aside. Whatever is important will be waiting for you when you're done with this exercise. So allow yourself to fully feel and be aware of your own breathing, moving away for a moment from doing anything to the breathing and taking on the role of observing and witnessing the sensations and the phenomenon that is you breathing. Following the rising and the falling of breathing, the coming and the going of breathing, the letting in and the letting out of breathing. Feeling the sensations in your body all the way from the top of your head to your fingertips and your toes and everything in between that is changed as the breath comes into you and again moves out of you over and over again. Inside of us is a mechanism that allows for a deep sense of being relaxed. It's sometimes called the rest and digest response, and often called as well the relaxation response. In the relaxation response, there's a particular set of neurochemicals and hormones that are flowing in the body that are otherwise suppressed when we're anxious or uncomfortable. You can learn to elicit the rest and digest, the relaxation response in your own body, the types of exercises we've been working with in this lesson. There's a mechanism inside of you that allows for a relationship between the gentle movement of your belly in and out of the abdominal cavity, which makes contact with, in a particular rhythm, a little nerve receptor in your descending aorta. When that nerve receptor is touched and then released and touched and then released slowly and rhythmically, whether or not it's deliberate or natural, the body begins to relax. So you can make use of this mechanism to your advantage anytime you're feeling uncomfortable or frustrated, anxious, or angry. You can begin to breathe in a way that supports the engagement of the belly and the pelvic floor in such a way that it presses gently and then releases that little nerve receptor on the descending aorta. And so we can allow ourselves to sense and feel that this is true for us, so it begins to become a technique that's available to us when we need it. So as you're resting here, just allow the breath to come and go, sensing that this mechanism in between your belly and your brain is real and is true and is growing more and more familiar as part of who you are. available to us when we need it. So as you're resting here, just allow the breath to come and go, sensing that this mechanism in between your belly and your brain is real and is true and is growing more and more familiar as part of who you are. When you were very young, your pelvic floor and your belly moved in very much the way that we've been practicing this week. The pelvic floor and the belly quite naturally toned into the body during exhaling and softly released as you were inhaling. We can reclaim this natural, healthy, relaxed way of breathing by deliberately practicing exercises like you've been examining this week. But more importantly, knowing that the capacity in you to relax is very much a physical attribute that is something that you can access whenever you need it, is quite valuable. Find and feel the sense inside of you that each time your belly settles in towards the body, that pelvic floor naturally tones upward and inward as well, engaging contact with that little nerve receptor that's going to bring you into a deep state of being relaxed. Each time you're inhaling, the belly and the pelvic floor gently expanding away, giving that nerve the little space it needs to keep the relaxation response engaging. You can continue to rest here, visualizing that, or gently begin to move your arms and your legs and open your eyes and go back to whatever it is that's waiting for you today.